YouTube was understood, don't need to be explained. Look, if you are a narcissistic abuse survivor, or if you are suffering from narcissistic abuse in the present moment as we speak, you're going to have trust issues. You're going to have severe trust issues. But this the thing, your trust, see, you're not going to have trust issues for the wrong reasons. You're going to have trust issues for the right reasons, meaning your trust issues is caused due to the fact that you seen how an individual can put on a facade so good, but yet fool others around them. See, we witness how evil and sinister these individuals are. We witness the facade that these individuals put on in order to manipulate individuals into thinking that they are a certain type of individual in order for individuals to not see them for who they really are, which is evil. Look, we witness firsthand. I'm talking about we witness firsthand what a real fake individual looks like, feels like, how they move, how they operate. We witness this. So when you witness it, see, when you witness several individuals put on a facade in order to be some they not, but when you also witness individuals when you witness them change due to the fact that you see through them and due to the fact that they cannot manipulate you into thinking. See, this the thing. Here we go. Hey, here we go with this. See, this the thing. That's my slogan. But look, we already, let me tell you something. We see these people for who they really are. See, they can't hide around us due to the fact that we've already seen their true colors. See, we exposed them, but they was going to see narcissistic individuals are going to get out of character. They're going to get out of character around individuals that possess the Holy Spirit in general, for the simple fact that the Holy Spirit triggers them. So they can only pretend for so long. It is on, look, people who play roles going to eventually forget their lines. But on a spiritual note, the positivity and the love that we possess in the truth that we possess on the inside is so radiant. It's so powerful that, like I say, it's so powerful. It's like they can they can't stand it. They can sense it. It's like they can sense it. They can't stand it. Of course, they're gonna try to deal with it and put up with it because they playing a role. Remember, narcissistic individuals are playing a role of an innocent individual that appears to be godlike, that appears to be a good leader. They putting on a facade. Look, everything that we are, they pretend to be. So they put on that facade. So they putting on a facade. So to an individual that can see through them, for somebody that could see through them, due to the fact that we couldn't be manipulated, and then on top of that, they was gonna expose themselves around us anyway, for the simple fact that we possess light inside us. And what I'm getting at is that we know when you overcome narcissistic abuse, when you are a narcissistic abuse survivor, when you survive these individuals on a daily basis, you're gonna develop trust issues. And sometimes your trust issues is gonna be deep rooted due to the fact that the people that you trusted, and the people that you trusted and the people that you gave your all to, they didn't give that back in return. The energy that you shown others, they didn't reciprocate that same energy. And guess what? Guess what's gonna hurt you the most is that the individuals that crossed you was the individuals that was closest to you. Now, if you know for a fact that when you see individuals that's closest to you turn on you, when you see individuals that's closest to you change, slander you, and try to join a bandwagon due to the fact that it's not just, see, when people cannot manipulate you into boosting their ego, they not gonna like you. They not gonna like you, and they're gonna deem you an outcast. They're gonna deem you an outcast. They're gonna form an alliance against you, because they're gonna form an alliance against you. The alliance is the enabler support system. The enabler support system is the support system that enables toxic behavior. They enable attention seeking. They enable living their life according to validation or opinion. They enable BS. They enable toxic behavior. So when they know for a fact that you come with integrity, but most important, that you come from God, it's a wrap, because you're not going to move like them. You're not going to be impressed. You're not going to be impressed by anything they do, nor anything that they say, because anything and everything they do is fake. Nothing is real with these individuals. Remember, it's a facade. It's fake. And if we talking in terms of money and materialism, that none of that matters when it comes to a narcissistic individual, because they'll never enjoy it, because they don't have a deep sense of happiness. It doesn't matter how much money they make. It doesn't matter how much materialism that they acquire. Those things mean nothing. They have no soul. They have no deep sense of happiness. Even it doesn't matter what they get, because they'll never enjoy it. Notice how it doesn't matter how much money they get, no matter how much materialism they get, they'll never be satisfied. You know it. They'll never be satisfied. Yeah. I just want to put that up out there. But look, you've seen the individuals around you, these individuals that crossed you, that just happen to be closest to you. The individuals that's closest to you just happen to be narcissists. Therefore, see, when you overcome these situations, when you heal from these situations, you're going to learn, you're going to also make little mistakes, because we made some mistakes. We also made mistakes by ignoring red flags. We made mistakes, but at the end of the day, we the people that learn from our mistakes in order for us to move forward, in order for us to persevere through life. See, the mistakes we make, it be little minor mistakes. We make them, then we get over it. The lesson learned. We don't completely and deliberately constantly make bad life choices. We don't make bad life choices in general. Yeah. So guess what? We don't have it. The only karma that we experience is good karma, because we're not deliberately out here trying to cheat life. We're not cheating people. We're not cheating life. And by not cheating people and cheating life, when you don't cheat life, you don't cheat yourself. Therefore, the rewards and the gifts and the blessings that you got is going to come tenfold, and it's going to come like that, for the simple fact that you're not doing anything malicious, or you're not partaking in any unholiness. You're not deliberately sinning. You're not trying to sin. It is not in our intentions to sin. You don't treat people how you was treated, because you know for a fact that you don't want, it's karma that's going to come behind you treating individuals how you was treated, because you know for a fact that God put you through what you went through in order to make you stronger. So you're not even going to think like one of them. You're not going to think like one of them, because you're not one of them. Yeah. But like I say, look, you're going to have trust issues. You're going to have trust issues because it's just common sense. The people who hurt you the most just happen to be closest to you. So when you get out here in public, when you meet, and see, this the thing, when you get out here in public, when you get out here and venture out on your own, when you become adventurous, when you meet new people, when you engage with others, when you conversate and strike a conversation with others, you're going to say less. You're going to always speak less than more. You're going to always say less than more. You're going to always observe. You're going to observe every individual around you, and you're going to analyze. This the thing. While you're observing, you're going to be analyzing the words that come out of individuals' mouth, because you have been shown. See, you have been shown through the abuse that you suffer. See, this is what surviving narcissistic abuse can do to an individual. It brings forth great conscience and awareness. It brings forth great conscience and awareness. If one is strong enough in order to if you're strong enough in order to turn what you went through into positive energy and make it your own weapon. This for the strong. This only for the strong. This only for the strong. But like I say, you're going to be analyzing the words that come out of individuals' mouth also, due to the fact that one, you ignored one, whether it's your family members, whether it's your spouse, whether it's friends, we've all ignored one red flag. And that was paying attention to people's actions. See, we wasn't paying attention to no one. We wasn't paying attention to no one's actions. We was just they was telling us what we wanted to hear, and we went with what we wanted to hear. But this the thing, you don't need people that's going to tell you what you want to hear. You need people that's going to tell you what you need to hear, because what you want to, when you're around individuals that tell you what you want to hear, those individuals never have your best interest. They don't have your best interest. When you're around individuals that tell you what you need to hear, those individuals have your best interest, because they're not going to beat around the bush with you, and they're not going to lead you on. Yeah. Look, yeah. But like I say, we've ignored the red flags, and one of the biggest and the number one red flag that we ignored in our mothers, our fathers, whoever was narcissistic towards us, we ignored their actions. We ignored their actions. It's only till where we just get tired of being hurt that we come to the realization that that the person that's speaking, their actions don't align with their words. And because their actions don't align with their words, it's a no-no. I cannot trust you. I cannot trust you. You've shown me. This is what you need to take out of being a narcissistic, suffering from narcissistic abuse. This is what you need to take up out of it. I'm telling you, you can come out of big. Look, you overcome narcissistic abuse, you're gonna come out on top every single time. You're gonna come out psychologically, mentally, and emotionally, definitely spiritually untouchable. You're gonna be untouchable. I'm gonna keep telling y'all, the only reason why God put us through narcissistic abuse is in order to make us strong, in order for us to see, in order for us to tap into reality for what it really is. Because you got to understand something. A lot of people, they're not awake. They're not awake by choice, but a lot of people are still asleep. And the only thing, and I'm finna be honest, guess what's gonna wake you up? Let me tell you something. The pain that you endure, the pain and suffering that you endure while being on this earth is what's going to tap you into a higher state of consciousness. It's going to tap you into a higher state of awareness. It's going to tap you into reality. You cannot be tapped into without experiencing pain, hardships, and obstacles in life. Let me tell you something. You will never elevate spiritually. But you got to realize this is what you're going through. So you have to realize, you got to be smart enough to know when a spiritual awakening is happening. But see, when you're connected with God, you will know these things. Yeah, you will know these things. You would definitely know these things. But like I say, when you're not going to trust nobody. You don't have to trust anybody, because everybody, 9 times out of 10, everybody that come towards you is going to be pretending also. I'm letting you know right then and there. Guess what? You ain't going to be fazed by it, because you should have learned you should have learned your lesson from experience, from which you endured from the individual that was narcissistic towards you. You should have learned your lesson. If you learned your lesson, you're gonna, individuals are not gonna, nobody's gonna enter your life. Nobody's gonna enter your life unknowingly and forcefully, because you got boundaries. You are individual of integrity. You got that discernment in you. It should be, look, if you should be in complete control of who you allow in your life and who you give your time to, because you can't trust everybody. But you can't trust everybody, but for the simple fact that the people closest to you was the ones that hurt you the most. And so, but you're gonna experience. But see, it's more than the people that's closest to you, because guess what? It's some people that's not closest to you that's gonna hurt you also. Yeah. It's people that's also, it's random people that's gonna hurt you also, and you won't even look. You ain't checking for them. You ain't even gonna check for them. So you're not gonna check for them. So you're gonna be crossed by random people, but those people are not gonna matter, because those people didn't have no connection with you. You don't have no soul ties with them individuals. The only you've been hurt and crossed the most by the individuals whom you trusted and whom you loved the most, but the love that you were shown, you never got back. So because of this, every individual that you meet, you're gonna be extremely introverted. You're gonna be extremely introverted. You're not going to be closed off. You're not going to be closed off, but you're going to be extremely introverted. But then on top of that, you're going to just get to the point in life to where you're not even going to be checking for nobody. You're going to be in your own lane. And you hog it, because like I say, actions speak louder than words. We should have learned from our mistakes in ignoring red flags. And the number one red flag that we ignored was us ignoring people's actions. We was just going based off what a person was telling us. And when you go based off a person's words instead of their actions, you're not going to catch the manipulation. You're not going to catch the manipulation, because you're going to be blinded. Because your ego is going to blind your ego is gonna blind your ego is gonna kind of blind your consciousness and awareness, because you're not thinking logically. You're thinking with emotion. Thinking logically is paying attention to their actions. Thinking with emotion is, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna go along with it. You said you love me, and I'm gonna go along with it because it feels good. That's your problem. You ain't finna get up out here and trust nobody. Like I say, you should have learned that. This is what you should have learned from the abuse that you suffer from. But you should have took the pain and the suffering that you went through. You should have took that and reversed it and used that as your weapon. Your weapon now is that nobody can enter your life and play with you, because you're not even observing you're not paying attention to what they saying. You're paying attention to their actions. Action speaks louder than words. So, but you're going to also question individuals. People don't like to be questioned. You ain't questioned. You wasn't used to questioning narcissistic individuals, because because they was telling you what you want to hear. But now, since you learned from that situation, you're gonna have your guard up. You're not gonna be closed off, but you're gonna automatically automatically have your guard up. You're going to question individuals. You're not going to question nobody with no BS trying to, you're going to question individuals because you are individual. You have boundaries. You have integrity. You've been hurt before. So in order for you to not allow yourself to be hurt again, you have to question individuals. You have to ask questions like why. You have to ask questions like who, what, when, where, why. It's not that we trying to get in your business. I don't want to know your business, but I have to ask you these questions because I have boundaries and I have standards, and I'm a peaceful individual. So even if you come in my face and tell me what I want to hear, I'm still going to question you because I don't trust you. I don't trust you, but by allowing me to question you, we building trust. But also we building trust. But guess what? I'm gonna pay attention to your actions. You show me, look, you show me that you are the individual that you say you are within your actions, because I don't have to observe you. You're gonna walk in that energy out anyway. You show me you that type of individual, and I don't have to say nothing. Guess what? Boom. Connection built like that. Most people, you ain't gonna connect with them because their actions don't align with their words. And the reason why you don't trust nobody is because you've been hurt in the past. You don't have to trust nobody. It ain't in your place to trust anybody. You could trust somebody one day. The person that you trust, you ain't gonna have to say nothing, because guess what? That person gonna show you action. You was never shown action before. You're not used to individuals showing you action. And even if somebody show you action, it'll end up being foreign to you because, like I say, you wasn't used to nothing. Individual that that backs it up, like me, I'm somebody people can't believe it because I talk a real tough game, but I back it up. It's actions first with me. And sometimes you can end up blocking your blessings due to the simple fact that an individual is too good to be true. Stay blessed.